There are currently more jobs available for people to apply to than there are candidates. I'll talk about some alternative approaches to attract people to your job openings in this video. Hello, I'm Stephen Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, team development, and employee performance in the workplace. In my last two videos, I talk about using different strategies to attract employees to your company. In the first video, I talked about identifying ways to make your company an employer of choice. And I even provided a worksheet to use to look at 5 factors that people are looking for and identify what you can do to be better at those 5 factors. And you could check out that video and download my worksheet. I suggest you do that. The second video, I talked about how to advertise or market yourself as an employer of choice using those 5 things, plus other factors as well. Now, if you're looking to attract employees to apply for a specific job, you may not be getting great resumes, or your job may not be standing out amongst all the others that are out there. One of the jobs that I've been trying to help a client fill is a customer service representative. There's a lot of competition for companies trying to attract people to those types of positions, like call centers. They post jobs for customer service reps. There's companies that do the customer service for big companies like Apple and other such companies. So they contract that out to these large companies. So if you're a small company posting a job for customer service rep, you need to compete against those. And these companies have big advertising budgets and will stand out in their job posting before yours, probably. So one thing you can do using LinkedIn and Indeed, and I find Indeed is one of the largest, or probably the best now, job posting platform. And they have a service called Resume Search, which you do have to pay for. It's a month-to-month subscription. You can cancel at any time, but it is quite effective because you could search, let's say, for a customer service rep and put in the parameters that you're looking for, geographical location. You could search, if you have multiple locations, you can search in those locations, but you could filter it down to specific keywords, even specific companies that they may have worked for. So you could really narrow your focus down. And once the search brings up some resumes or people, you could scan those resumes and then email them through the system. And what I suggest you do if you're going to use this service is to personalize the message, because obviously there's other companies using this as well that are having trouble or difficulty attracting people through a simple job posting. So what I mean by personalizing this is to look at their resume. It does take more time, obviously, doing this, but you want to get them to take notice of your email and not make it too generic. So if you're looking for somebody, let's say, that has fashion industry experience, you would put that in as a keyword. And then when their resume comes up and you email them, you want to refer to maybe their experience at a past job. So you may want to mention that company where they worked, or if they have certain education in that field, point out that their education makes them and their work at a particular company makes them a good fit for the job. So personalizing that will help you to get people to notice that you're actually taking the time to look at their resume and look at their skill set, their experience, and personalize that email. And that should help to get a response from them. And then LinkedIn has a service called Recruiter Lite and Recruiter, but Recruiter is really for larger companies. So it's very expensive. It's over $1,000 a month. So most small, medium-sized companies would look at Recruiter Lite. The difference is you don't get as much exposure to all of people on LinkedIn, whereas you do with Recruiter. Recruiter Lite, I think you just get 3 degrees or 3 levels of connection to you. So, but it still does bring up a lot of potential employees. And again, you can filter the searches down to names of companies if you want. So there's a lot of flexibility with that. They have a really good research tool. So you could try both. I think LinkedIn Recruiter Lite is a bit more expensive in the $150 a month range, whereas Indeed is around, well, they're about close to the same, I think. I don't recall exactly. But it's easy to find that information out. Just go on their site. And again, with Recruiter Lite, you could also send, they call it an in-mail to prospective candidates to generate a conversation. What I like with Indeed, well, both of them, I believe you could generate some email templates that you can customize. With Indeed, you could keep track, or actually with both of them, you could keep track of the conversations through their messaging system. So it makes it easy to track your conversations and know who you've contacted. You can create projects and add people to those projects. So these are really great ways to approach candidates that maybe haven't seen your job, or maybe haven't even applied for a job, but are thinking of looking for a better workplace because their needs are not being fulfilled. And that's why I talk about those 5 things that people are looking for based on the research that was done by Forrester Research that I referred to in my first video, and actually did a video about that research. It was a webinar that I attended in another video, so I'll put links to all those in the description of this video. So this is a way to get people to show interest in your company. I mentioned in my last video to create a recruitment landing page where you could link to from the job posting, because you still want to create a job posting so that when you approach people, you could link to that job posting so they could see what the job entails, and then link from there to your recruitment landing page, where you would advertise the attributes of your company, maybe show pictures, have testimonials from employees, this type of thing. So check out that last video I did that talks about that as well. So I hope this helps you in finding new employees, taking a new approach to doing that, so you're not stuck with jobs that are not filled and that may affect your ability to grow and be productive. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so now and turn on notifications to get news of new videos. Check out the articles that go along with these videos on the blog section of my website. Share this video if you find it useful and beneficial to you. Leave a comment. I'd like to hear what you think about this. Thank you for listening, and we'll talk again soon.